In the skies above the Caribbean, something massive is happening. U.S. B-52 bombers, the same aircraft capable of carrying nuclear weapons, are flying dangerously close to Venezuela. And behind this bold move lies a message straight from Donald Trump to Nicolas Maduro. Is this just intimidation or the first step toward regime change in Latin America? Let's uncover the truth behind this high-stakes power play. The world just witnessed a massive show of power. U.S. Air Force B-52 strategic bombers flew dangerously close to Venezuelan airspace, sending a signal that was impossible to ignore. But this wasn't a random flight. This was a calculated move, a message straight from Washington to Nicolas Maduro. The question everyone's asking, is Trump planning to topple Maduro's regime? Or is this just another warning shot in America's global power game? The B-52, known as the Stratofortress, isn't just any aircraft. It's a flying symbol of U.S. dominance, capable of carrying nuclear weapons and striking anywhere on Earth within hours. When the U.S. sends B-52s close to a country like Venezuela, it's never by accident. It's a strategic signal, one that says, we are watching you, and we are ready. Let's break down what led to this moment, and what message Trump's administration is really trying to send. To understand this move, we have to look at the bigger chessboard. Since 2019, the Trump administration has labeled Maduro's government as illegitimate, calling for democratic restoration in Venezuela. Sanctions were tightened, oil exports were frozen, and CIA intelligence increased in the region. But diplomacy failed, and now military pressure is back on the table. Venezuela holds some of the largest oil reserves in the world, yet the economy is in collapse. Millions have fled the country. Maduro still clings to power, backed by Russia, China, and Iran, America's key global rivals. So, when Trump authorizes B-52 flights near Venezuela, it's not just about Maduro. It's about sending a signal to Moscow and Beijing. The Western Hemisphere is still America's backyard. This show of strength reminds the world that the U.S. can project power anywhere, at any time. But here's where it gets deeper. Intelligence insiders believe this could be part of a psychological operation designed to intimidate Venezuela's military elite into breaking from Maduro. In other words, a silent coup without a single shot fired. So what happens now? Will this escalate into another Cold War-style standoff in Latin America? Or will Maduro finally feel the heat and step back? So far, Caracas has condemned the U.S. flights, calling them acts of provocation. But Washington insists it's just a routine training mission. Yet everyone knows there's nothing routine about flying nuclear-capable bombers near a hostile nation. Analysts believe Trump is testing the waters, pushing just hard enough to pressure Maduro, without crossing the line into open conflict. Behind the scenes, the U.S. is reportedly rebuilding alliances in Latin America, preparing for a longer strategic contest for influence, one that could define the next decade. If this continues, Venezuela could become the next geopolitical flashpoint, much like Ukraine or the South China Sea. The message is clear. Backhand index pointing right, the age of quiet diplomacy is over. Backhand index pointing right, the new era of strategic intimidation has begun. This is Trump's message to Maduro and to the world. America will not be challenged in its own hemisphere. This is global politics, bringing you truth behind global power plays. Like, comment, and subscribe, because real news never sleeps.